voices. They are just so beautiful. They really are. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try, but I would love to right now just sing because it's in my head, it's in my soul. I wanna. Um, when the camera's off, I'm gonna go back to it. I'm gonna sing my ass off to that la da da. I did it. Sorry. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg, and I have another song reaction. This one is Lush, and the song is Sweetness and Light. This band here was actually mentioned in a documentary that I saw on YouTube. I was watching, and that they were identified as one of the leading bands in shoegaze. I think My Bloody Valentine is another band that was out there. The Horrors too, that maybe came later on. We did a reaction to them too, and My Bloody Valentine, that's coming up too. But back to this one. So Lush, and in that documentary, this song played a little bit, and I was like taken by it. So I went to YouTube, I grabbed it, put it in my queue. I listened to it. I listened to it actually a couple of times. I have to admit, but then I haven't gone back to it because I knew that I wanted to do this at some point. So it's been a good 5 months or so since I've actually listened to the song again, and I've wanted to. And so I'm like, I'm driving myself insane. I might as well react to it, and then I can just go back to it as much as I want. So, without further ado, Lush, Sweetness and Light. I love the vocals. They're like angelic voices. Really, just the way they're layered, the harmonies are so beautiful. And the song has just such drive and energy. This is great. This is great. I'm gonna bring that back a little bit
catch that last part of the harmonies there. Yeah, it's really interesting how towards like after that break, that's when I started picking up like shoegaze. Um, yeah, the different sounds, the guitars, the distortion. There was that distortion part like right at the break, and then the guitar parts. There was a little solo there, or something close to a solo. It was really interesting this the sound. I'm gonna leave some more comments about that on the other side, and also I'll pull up information about the band and the song and lyrics too.
Yeah, that is absolutely sweetness and light, right? I mean, if that's what in the title, that's what they were going for. I don't really know what the lyrics are saying. There's a couple of words here and there. I'll do a dive into the lyrics at the latter part of this wrap up. But yeah, that the song does represent there's a sweetness, with the melody, the guitar sounds. Um, there's real lift, with that melodic rhythm guitar. I love that. I love that. I love that chord change. Greg, it's just a chord change. It's simple. Yeah, no, but it's effective. Um, the whole band, the whole sound. It's just um, the driving, the driving rhythm too, with the bass and the drums. They make it work. They're the engine that's pushing that song too. Um, and those voices, they are just so beautiful. They really are. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try, but I would love to right now just sing because it's in my head, it's in my soul. I wanna. Um, when the camera's off, I'm gonna go back to it. I'm gonna sing my ass off to that la da da. I did it. Sorry, but it is so beautiful. I think I used the word angelic to describe their voices back when I was reacting to it, not that long ago. So yeah, so I am going to pull up some information. I actually have it sitting on Wiki right now, just to say though that when I did find out about this band and I listened to the song a few times, um, I did find out that the drummer had committed suicide. I think it was 1999, maybe. I'll find out the year when I get into Wiki. Yeah, and I think they disbanded after that. Then they got back together about 5 years ago. I think it was just short-lived. So I'm in Wiki, and it's saying that Lush was an English rock band formed in London in 1987. The lineup consisted of Mickey Barini, vocals guitar, Emma Anderson, vocals guitar, Steve Rippon, bass guitar, and Chris Ackland, drums. Phil King replaced Rippon in 1991, and they were one of the first bands to have been described with the shoegazing label. And again, if I just hover over shoegazing, Wiki is telling me it's a subgenre of Indian alternative rock characterized by its ethereal mixture of obscure vocals, guitar distortion, and effects, feedback, and overwhelming volume. It emerged in Ireland and the United Kingdom in the late 1980s among neo-psychedelic groups who stood motionless. Um, and it fades out after that. I don't want to click on it, but I bet you they're going to use the words after motionless, looking down at the floor. So that's interesting. Gazing at their shoes. So following the death of Ackland, the group then disbanded in 1996. Oh, so he died in 1996. Then they got together between 2015 and 2016 with Barini, Anderson, King, and Justin Welch, who I guess was the drummer. And they toured and recorded an EP of new material, and then that was it. Anderson said at the band's beginnings, quote, "We were kind of punk rock in one way. We did think, well, if they can do it, why the F can't we?" End quote. No, end quote. Basically, our idea, continue quote, basically, our idea was to have extremely loud guitars with much weaker vocals. Yeah. And really, the vocals were weaker due to nervousness. We'd always be going, turn them down, Barini said. Oh, this is Barini now. We started by writing crappy riot girl anthems, which was probably charming in a juvenile way, but there was a very rapid shift from the minute we started to write for records. The music, the lyrics became much more thoughtful and expressive. More important, really. I remember that change beginning when Emma wrote Thought Forms. It certainly made me think I needed to get my act together. And get their act together, they did. This song actually released in 1990, I believe. So let me pull up the information that I have about the song, Wiki. It says it's the second extended play EP by this band. It released in October 1990. According to Wiki here, it features a less abrasive sound than the band's earlier releases. The title track was also released as Lush's first single and included the B-side Breeze. And Sweetness and Light received mixed reviews upon release, but led to Lush's first major headline and national tour and placed in the national charts. The single was particularly successful, wow, in the United States, where it placed at number 4 on the Billboard Modern Rock Tracks chart and received heavy rotation on the radio. Here in the United States, 1990, that was like the peak of like new wave and alternative rock for me. Where the hell was I? I don't remember this song. I don't remember this song. That's crazy. Let me go into the lyrics. First verse, see my life. I've been so tired. See myself. I've been uptight. See my life. I've been so tired. See my sight. I could disappear. Okay. And then see with you memories fading fast. And with you, it's never going to last. The relationship, or again, see with you memories fading fast. And with you, it's never going to last. Well, based on what she was singing in the first verse, being so tired, being so uptight, she could see herself disappear. And then with this person, memories fading fast. So maybe that stuff that she was going through and she described in the first verse, that's going away. And then the next verse, or maybe the chorus, you are the sweetness in my eyes. You are an apple in disguise. Okay. And next verse, see with you, I never seemed to look the other way. Only to stay, only to breathe, only to see that space and light is what I really need. All right, so this person is really having a major impact on the singer. You are the sweetness in my eyes. You are an apple in disguise. I never wanted to tell lies. You are the sweetness in my eyes. You are the juice I need for life. You are the sweetness in my eyes. Those lyrics are sweet. They really are. Um, yeah, it's a really pretty song. I really, I really like that song a lot. Um, I'm gonna go back to that a lot because now I can. Because now I'm reacting to it, so I can go back to it whenever I want. So tell me about the song. What do you know about this? What do you know about the band? Do you like it? Love the band? Let me know. What should be that next Lush song? I've actually listened to a couple of others, um, but again, I kind of stopped. I haven't gone back to them until today um, for the last 3 or 4 or 5 months. So um, I'm ready. Take the plunge. Let me know what that next song should be. And in the meantime, I'll see everyone on the next episode of Into the Music.